Dreams of a Washington Commanders return to the district are fading like the paint on its one-time home RFK Stadium. Washington, D.C.'s congressional voice, Delegate Eleanor Holmes Norton.
To use a football term, is this a Hail Mary?
Not even that yet.
Not even a Hail Mary?
Not even that yet, but I guess that's the closest to it you could get.
Holmes Norton has spent years trying to clear the way to build a new football stadium on the RFK site, something that Washington Commanders owner Daniel Snyder also has tried to accomplish behind the scenes since 2018. According to published reports. After the team changed its name, even D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser threw her support behind the plan. Here's what she said to us just a few weeks ago.
I think Washingtonians want to have their team play in Washington just like all of the other professional sports teams. We have an ideal location at RFK.
Problem is, the stadium idea is facing an all-out blitz from some members of the D.C. Council.
And you're going to fight against the stadium as long as you can.
Absolutely. It doesn't make sense.
Councilmember Charles Allen is the loudest and most passionate voice against using the district's last best plot of undeveloped land for Dan Snyder's new Mecca.
NFL stadiums are proven uniquely to be poor economic drivers. They host 8 or 10 home games a season. Let's throw in an occasional bowl game and an occasional concert. The most used stadiums out there are maybe 20 or 30 events per year, which means out of 365 days, it's sitting dark and empty 330 days out of the year. That's not a good economic investment for us to spend hundreds of millions of dollars to benefit a billionaire. It's also just a really bad use of the land.
Land Allen and others say should be used for green space, affordable housing, and retail. But when it comes to redevelopment of the RFK site, there's a catch.
Are they making your job harder by not being on the same page?
It certainly doesn't help that D.C. is not even united on the use of the land.
Because all 190 acres are federally owned, nothing can be done with the RFK campus until Congress changes the terms of its current lease with the city, or lets D.C. buy the land from the government outright. Holmes Norton said the recent congressional hearing into sexual harassment allegations against Snyder and other members of his staff have only further dimmed the chances Congress would help the billionaire by clearing the way for his new football stadium, even if it had the full support of D.C. government. And with the prospect of Republicans regaining control of Congress during the midterm elections, Holmes Norton said the city's chance to take over that RFK site is about to wash away.
Not taking advantage of this opportunity when Democrats in charge is a lost opportunity.
Is it a failure of leadership?
On both sides, yes, of the council and the mayor.
In the meantime, the city is moving forward with plans to tear down old RFK, recently awarding a contract to a construction company for demolition of the 60-year-old stadium. But with all the regulatory red tape, that demolition wouldn't start until sometime next year at the earliest. In Southeast, Eric Flack, WUSA 9.